Hey everybody, it's New Jersey Garden. It is May 31st and I wanted to do a video updating everyone on the peonies that have been blooming in a couple different garden areas that I have. This garden faces west and I have several peony plants all in a row against my deck here. And they're very healthy. I actually fertilized them this year with something called Alaska fish food, and I can show that in another video. So they actually seem a little healthier than usual. We've had a lot of rain, so these peonies, they don't look great in the rain. They really kind of flop a little bit in the rain, but this particular species here on the end tends to stay pretty upright. The petals fall off easily in the rain, I should clarify, but the stems stay pretty upright, which is great for a peony, because usually the peonies tend to flop a little bit even when it's not raining. This species here, and again I can look these species up and put them in a link below, because I'd like to know these varieties, but this one has a lot of pollen in the middle here, but it's not fragrant. It's really nice because it blooms first. It blooms before any of my other peony plants. So I have two bushes of these. And then this one is called Sarah Bernhardt. It has a really lovely fragrance. It's really large. I'm trying to show how big the flower is. It's just a really large bloom. And more will be opening up soon. This variety has a really strong perfume, like the strongest scent out of all my peonies, and it's really pretty. It's a deep pink, almost like almost a magenta color. I don't know if you can tell that on the video. It looks more pink on the video, but in person it's almost like has a magenta hue to it. And then here's some more of the really upright variety. And on the end here is another one of those fragrant varieties. So I'll try to look up the different varieties that I have and I can post them, so if anyone's interested they can learn. This garden bed is a really small bed. It's actually kind of ideal for just a few things, but I've crammed a lot in here and it's really not a very big space. It's probably about 20 feet long by 5 or 4 feet, deep. But I have all these peony bushes in here, and then in front of that I have some Bachelor Button, which has started to bloom. It's a blue flower. I'll show more of that when it's in bloom. It just started to bloom. And then these little seedlings down here are, it's called Basket of Gold Alyssum. It's a perennial. I did another video on that. It's gone to seed. It likes to hang over rock walls, and it really likes the hardscape here. This was a daffodil, and behind that is Johnny Jump Up. It's in the pansy family. It loves shade. This is dianthus, and as I mentioned in another video, this does not bloom for me very long. I'm not sure why. I think this is my shortest blooming flower out of all my flowers. It just seems to bloom a couple weeks and that's it. But it's very pretty. And then what else? Oh, and then I have California poppies, and I think I saw one. There's one. They open up in the sun and they close up at night, as do many flowers. This is a sunflower seedling. I planted sunflowers years ago, and I live in a very heavily deer populated area, so I stopped trying to grow certain flowers that were getting eaten by deer, and sunflower is definitely one of those varieties. So I'll spray this with a deer spray, deer repellent, but they just pop up. I guess the birds are they're in the soil, or somehow they just find their way into the garden every year. So I still have remnants of the sunflowers that I had planted years ago, so we'll see how big this one gets. And this over here is finishing up. This is a perennial ground cover called Creeping Phlox, and there's a weed that I need to pull. Oh, and this is really nice. This is a poppy that is coming into bloom now. There's one big bloom. It's a salmon color with some black around the bottom. I'll try to get in here so you can see. It'll open up in the daytime. It's called Princess Victoria Louise, and it has the most exquisite salmon color. And it does clash a little bit with the, I guess, with the pink peonies, but it really, the foliage, I've noticed the foliage of this peony is very tall, and it kind of blends nicely with both peony plants and with Shasta daisies. I've just really enjoy the leaf structure, and it seems to blend with those two particular flowers. So I've been putting them in front of my Shasta daisies and in front of the peonies. I will do more videos showing other peonies that I have in the yard and other blooming flowers. It is May 31st, and we've had a little bit of a late spring. We've had a lot of rain, but we're now getting some blooms, and I'm happy to show more videos of what I have growing, so that hopefully these videos inspire you to garden, or to just, maybe they're just helping you to find some new things to plant in your garden. Thank you for watching.